Hey everybody, it's me, Lisa, and I'm back. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the James Charles palette. But before we get into that, I want you to please hit the subscribe button down below if you're not already subscribed. And tap that bell notification. You won't miss any of my videos. And give me a big thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't, that's fine. But if you do, share me with the world. So we're going to get into this little drama that's going on with James Charles' new palette that he has collabed with Morphe, and it's coming out November 13th. I just watched the video when it released, and I'm going to say that I absolutely love it. I think that it is excellent. It is awesome looking. Even with the reviews that I've watched on it, and some of the drama crap that's come out about it, which is so stupid, it is unreal. But I am super excited that he has made this awesome palette with what I consider dual colors. When I say dual, I mean you've got your neutrals, and so you can come off with a more natural look, and you've got your bright, popping colors that you can create something more interesting, something different than just the norm everyday browns and creams and, peaches and pinks and things like that. So I was super excited when he revealed the palette. I will tell you that this is going to be the first palette that I'm going to buy from a YouTuber. And I'll tell you why. For one, the price point. $39, and you can get 10% off by using the code James to get 10% off. So that's going to be a bonus right there, right off the bat. It's going to take the price down a little bit more. And with a woman who works on a budget, and I don't buy a whole lot of makeup, and I just, it's a once in a while thing, I'll buy some makeup. I am super excited to be able to create some really awesome looks with the colors that he chose. Now, not only that, but he has come out with a full line of brushes, and that's a little bit more steep in price than what I can do. But I mean, that's not to say it's not a great deal, because you're getting, quite a bit for the price. And if you'd bought each one individually, it would cost you a lot more than that. And I want to say it's like $149 or something like that. Don't quote me as like 100% accurate on the price on that. Because I was really excited about the palette. So there has been some drama that's surrounding this situation. Even Cosmo has addressed the drama and wrote an article on the situation. Apparently, people have come out on Twitter accusing him of faking his swatches, and going over the colors like a couple of times to, show you the color. And especially with the black color that he calls spooky. They said, it was already swatched on his arm, and then he just swatched right back over to the top of it. And of course, he explained that he had, messed up in his speech and did a retake on, exactly that, and went over it. But just before he swatched that black color, just before he swatched spooky, he swatched the one that he named, I want to say, after his dog. And when he swatched it, it looked kind of funky. And he was like, oh my God, it's such a bad swatch. I can't, He addressed it immediately that it was a crappy swatch. And he went right back over the top of it again, swiped it again. And, the color looked beautiful. I do not understand why people are picking apart this palette and what he's doing, or what he has done. It blows my mind that people can be so hateful. And I know everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I get that. Just as I'm entitled to my opinion on the matter. But to run a person down who has built himself a little empire on YouTube, You know, he's almost 10 million followers. Um, he is really good at what he does. He creates some really amazing looks. Um, and for someone to get on there and trash him, it just blows my mind. You know, the community needs to band together and, you know, show kindness and, you know, few little bravos to these people who are doing something, you know, trying to make something, trying to be creative. You know, anyone, I applaud anybody who gets out there and gets after it and moves forward in their life and tries to create something amazing and, you know, and then wants to share it with everyone. I don't see a single freaking problem with that. And I don't understand why anybody else would be the same way. I was scrolling through Twitter and I you know, saw some tweets that really, and I don't keep receipts. I don't, you know, I'm not going to show you what I saw. None of that. I'm just telling you from my own perspective and my own eyes, what I saw was a lot of trash talking and saying that it was a crappy palette, that it was confusing, that it was, hurts the eyes to look at it. It's makeup, people. It is just freaking makeup. It is not. If you don't like it, then don't look at it. How about that? We can just say that. If you don't like it, move on. You know, you don't have to be a bitter Betty to, you know, a person who's just trying to do something amazing for themselves, for their family, or whatever. You know, you don't have to be hateful. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm sorry that he's had to do this. He had to go on to Instagram stories, re-swatch everything live, to prove a point that, you know, he didn't fake any of his swatches, that it's all real 100%. I know that people have, you know, faked saying that they bought, you know, this great, amazing, expensive product and used it on their face when they were creating a look, to push themselves forward and to get noticed by, you know, makeup companies or tech companies or whatever they were doing. I get that, because you know what? We're not all just born with tons of money to spend on expensive products. That's a very select few people in this world, and, you know, you do what you got to do to get your way to the top and, you know, make something for yourself. Do I think it's right? No, I don't. I don't think you should lie and say you're using a product that you're not actually using. But to go on and just bash someone because they've created something that they wanted to share with the world, is ridiculous. And we're not going to get any better as humans, as, you know, what we are, human beings. We're not going to get any better in this world if we don't start showing support to one another and love to one another. I mean, I don't know if these people think that he wronged them in some way, shape, or form, but you don't drag your business out on the street, and, you know, you shouldn't do that. You just shouldn't drag your business, if you're ticked off at someone for some reason, out in the open and expect people to feel sorry for you and create this argument that doesn't need to be created. You know, it's just like with Jeffree Star and Kat Von D. That was a most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. To be so bitter and so hateful towards your former friend or your friend because you're ticked off about, you know, one small thing, or, you know, I don't even know what that argument was about. I think it was something to do with his logo, and him not paying for it or something like that. But then, of course, he come back and said, you know, I took care of that. I took care of my debt. I paid the guy. I don't know why you're being so hateful. I don't understand what your problem is. But whatever, you do you, I do me. We'll just go our separate ways and we won't worry about it anymore. And it still gets brought up every now and then. The drama between them. But, all I'm saying, the bottom line, is that we as a community need to support one another. 100% support one another. Be there, cheer each other on, and, show love and kindness. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. And you don't have to buy it. You don't have to use it. But I can guarantee you, if the man had sent out PR to some of these people that were hating on it, they'd be using it. And they'd be doing a video. And they'd be doing a review. And that's the sad reality. If they had gotten free product, they would have done so. They would have showed, and they would have gone on and done a review on the palette. I did watch a couple of reviews on the palette. Taddy Westbrook did one, and she is so sweet and so kind, and I love watching her channel. She has got such a calm voice, and she's not into all this crazy drama crap that goes on. But, and she, went in to recreate kind of the look that is on the cover of the box for the palette that James Charles created. And I thought she did a beautiful job. It looked great. It was very stunning. She did say that she was going to be probably giving a biased review, but if there were things that she found wrong with it, she would tell the audience what she found to be, not the greatest or whatever. And I really feel like she did that. But she is biased because she, looks at him like one of her own, a family member. And, she struggled a little bit with a couple of colors, that she put on her eyes. But it wasn't outrageous struggle. It wasn't like, oh my God, it's just dragging across my face. It's just, oh, it's powdery. No, it wasn't like that. It was, okay, so this one I'm going to have to layer a few times, which of course he talks about. He does say that, with the pressed pigments, which is pure pigment, you have to do it a couple of times. You got to layer it and layer it, to really get it to stand out, which, he never said he created a creamy eyeshadow palette. It's not that. It's a powder form palette. So, some colors are going to have a more creamier texture, but some are going to have a little bit rougher texture. And depending on what the colors were and what he was trying to accomplish and do. So when she gave her review, yeah, she talked about some of the issues, but she also, the proof was in the pudding, how she put it on, what she put on, and it looked great. It looked fantastic when she was finished. She looked absolutely stunning. He sent it to another YouTuber that goes by Cole's World, and even he said, some of the powders, the pressed pigment colors and stuff, were a little more difficult to work with. And he used the Tarte Shape Tape, which is what James Charles used exclusively, pretty much all the time. And he decided to, set it with a little powder, which of course took the tackiness away, which made it a little harder to deal with and build up on the eye. But all in all, his look was amazing too. He looked absolutely beautiful. The eyes looked fantastic when he was done. Yes, there's a struggle with every palette. I think, it just depends on who you are, what your skill level is, and, So sorry, my phone was ringing and I can't believe that happened. So now I'm going to go into airplane mode. So sorry. Turning on that. Alright. And go back to that. And you can see I play Toon Blast all the time. Okay. I don't know if that showed up in the video or not. I'll have to look when I'm done. But anyways, the amount of negativity that is out there, you people would think that, you would start showing more kindness and, support of one another instead of trying to drag somebody down because they were able to get something out there, create something, and do something amazing. That's a big deal. That's a big deal for anybody, especially someone who, you know, just got into the beauty industry, the makeup industry 3 years ago. And how far that this person has come, and at such a young age, and that is amazing, and I'm proud of him for that. And you know, I'm 47 years old. I love watching, you know, all types of makeup tutorials, and James is just one who I follow, and there are a few others out there that I like to watch that aren't as popular as some of the other YouTubers out there. But, you know, I just, you know, showing love to anybody out there that's just trying to do something, trying to make something of themselves. And I can applaud anybody for doing that. So, you know, the negativity, it's got to stop. We've got to stop being so, you know, so hateful and catty towards one another, especially in the beauty industry. I feel it's so important to do nothing but build each other up, and I don't know, it just saddens my heart when I see so many people just bashing each other. It's just makeup, people. It's just makeup. It's just makeup. Just makeup. Just makeup. It's just makeup. Okay? And so, like I said, this is going to be the very first palette I'm going to buy, because it's $39, and I'm going to save by using code James at checkout to save 10%, and it's going to save me a little coin. Usually, you know, I've said it before on this channel that I buy super cheap palettes. I don't spend a lot of money on makeup. I've had, you know, I've had some winners and I've had some losers when it comes to buying makeup. Some that performed really well, and some that didn't do anything like was promised on, you know, the packaging or whatever. And I shop at Ulta, I shop at Walgreens, I shop at Target, I shop at Walmart every now and then to get makeup. And you know, there's some great formulas out there that are cheap, and then there are some that are not that great. And there are some expensive formulas out there that aren't so great either. And I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel about this trashing of, you know, these beauty influencers and, you know, anybody who's trying to create anything? To me, it's just depressing when, as soon as I see something fantastic come out, and I'm excited about it, and then I'm going through Twitter and I'm looking and I start seeing hate. And you know what? Life's too short to be hateful and be mean and hurtful to each other. So, anyways, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification. You won't miss any of my videos. I do want to apologize real quick for the last video that I did, the makeup tutorial. It was long. I had to do it in 2 parts because I did it, I filmed it, and YouTube uploaded it, but would not show it. It was completely blank, and it's because of the software I'm using. I guess that's my only thing, is the editing software was not jiving. I don't know. So I've got to try to find another software that I can use to edit my tutorials and stuff like that. Because I've got a few other things that I'm going to be doing here pretty soon. Some other looks that I'm going to be trying out. And if you watch the video before that, I'm going to link it down below in the description for my coffee giveaway. I am giving away a pound of Starbucks unground coffee. And I'm doing it once a month. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. It is running until the 15th. Go check out the video and make sure that you do the call to action that I require in order to be entered in the giveaway. It's nothing major or big. You don't have to go to all my social media platforms or do anything like that. It's real simple. And again, you know, I'll link it down in the description below the video so you can go check it out. As always, I appreciate every single one of you for subscribing and watching my channel. It means a whole lot. And liking my videos really helps me out. You guys are amazing and fun. And comment below. Let me know what you think about the James Charles and Morphe palette. Are you going to be buying it, or, you know, not going to buy it? That's fine too. But let me know what you guys think. I really want to know. And I do love to comment, talk back and forth with you guys. I love having a conversation. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. The weekend is almost here, and I have no idea what I'm doing this weekend. Yeah. So, take care, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.